Hello, ladies. How are y'all today? Thank you so much for joining me, as always.
Good morning. How are you?
You're welcome.
I'm
Thanks for
doing
having
good.
me.
I looked at my phone and to get the weather, and I totally closed my phone. I don't know why I did that.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. We are 84, feels like 93. We're supposed to get to 96 today and feel like 104.
Okay, well, it is 79 Fahrenheit or 26 Celsius with a high of 82 Fahrenheit or a high of 28 Celsius.
Whoa.
Now, caveat, the weatherman has been wrong every time with the high. Every time. We've always gone up to the 90s. He's been wrong every time. And
Oh,
I actually have Diet Coke in my cup at the moment, and I am working on my contest project. Hello,
Cassandra.
hello to Sandra and Candy. How are you? And I looked at the chat and I'm going, what am I supposed to do? I did. I looked at the chat and I'm going, what
Air
was I gonna?
bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot. But hey,
Good
Candy and
morning,
Sandra, I
ladies.
totally
Good morning,
It's
yeah.
Cassandra
73
and Candy. Thank
degrees
y'all so
here.
much.
I brain frogged.
Oh, she sounds like me. Cassandra says 85 and fair right now. High today's 97, but it feels like 91 right now. Yep.
Oh, and you're welcome. I put a shirt on.
Oh,
I wasn't topless. I'm not topless. I'm in my nightgown, and it's kind of revealing. And
mm-hmm.
I better put a shirt on so I'm not so revealing.
That's right.
And hey, Sarah,
Sarah, how are you, sweetheart?
it's good to see you.
We appreciate you being here. Really, really do. Well, even though it's hot outside, folks, I have to have my coffee in the morning. So I'm on my second cup of Folgers Black Silk Dark, and it has some hazelnut creamer in it. And I'm not working on anything at the moment, but I will after the live. I will be back to working on my little project for Hearts on Fibers contest as well.
Oh yes. Oh, you're in
Cecilia, you're
North.
in North Richland Hills. Wow, girl, no wonder your temperature is like mine. She's working on a child's top.
Yes, you are about 5 miles outside of hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Texas is. Okay. And Candy said it's 79 now with a high of 87. Not working on anything right now. It is not a good day, but I will be fine. I know, Candy.
Oh,
Bless your heart. I got it. I understand.
yeah.
I know that, Joe.
Yeah, sure do, sweetie. She's so
Exactly.
correct.
Maureen's like, hey, come on down to the south. Come to Texas. Visit us. I'm like, maybe in the
No,
winter.
Mhm.
Maybe in winter.
Well, just don't
Definitely
come
not.
in January or February because that's when we have our ice storms. But other than
Oh,
that,
I would come then. That wouldn't
Well,
bother me. At least I would know that it's not going to hit 110 degrees.
Cassandra, that's right. Where Satan goes to vacation.
Exactly. 'Cause,
Oh
man,
goodness.
I don't know how you survive it.
Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. It's okay. Just
Oh,
one minute
Candy.
at a time.
Candy, you could just, and
Yeah,
cry baby to me.
that's right.
You
Taking
don't
it
have
day by day, waiting for a call so I can make an appointment with the movement disorder doctor. Awesome. Hope
nights.
you are all doing great. Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to, Candy. I'm just offering you an outlet. If you
Yes,
want to,
ma'am.
it's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, yeah, you don't get ice until February. Bless your heart.
That's right. It absolutely is. It's nothing to have 85 at Christmas, you know? Yeah.
If we had 85 at Christmas, I would wonder what kind of medication I was on. Anytime, Candy, you know that. Anytime, sweetheart. But yeah, mm, I no, no, no. No, I don't deal with no. I melt.
Yeah.
I melt. Um, so y'all want to see the frog?
Yes, we want to see the frog. Just a
I
minute.
have I have not sewn the eyes on, so therefore the head's not sewn on yet. But the eyes are pinned. Oh gosh, strings everywhere, Lord. So they are just pinned. But
Oh,
this gives you an idea. I need more polyfill in the head, which is why it's like flip flopping. But
look. Mm-hmm.
there's feet, there's arms, and that gives you an idea of what it's going to look like.
He's gonna be so cute.
I'm trying to hold his head straight. Dang, that shows you I can't. There we go. But yeah, obviously the eyes will sit up straight, but that
Right.
gives you an idea. And what I am currently crocheting for him at the moment, and I always call it a him,
Mm-hmm.
is his breeches.
Oh.
So this is the correct length, and this is the other one. I've already cut this string off. I just have to do the invisible seam.
Hello,
So
Nana Cat.
there's that. And oh, I don't know why I still have it pinned. I want to. This is so cool. But you're gonna love this. But he's got a fly. So it'll be a snap. But yeah, he's got a fly like jeans do. And I'm gonna do like the stitching like you have,
Oh
on
yes.
I'll do stitching there and like where pockets would go here and here and like back pockets and stuff. And
That'll
I
be
will run
so
the
cute.
stitching down the sides. It's so cool. But
It
I love the
is.
I love the pants. And I do want to ask one question of the chat. I'm sorry, Polyfill's covering it.
Cassandra says every frog needs a fly.
Oh gosh, you do. You do. I want to make sure that I did pick the right color. Is this shirt color going to be okay
Shoot,
with the
yeah.
that is the apricot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure I picked the right one. Which one? Yeah, that's the apricot. So I'm going to make the shirt in this color and I'm going to embroider little black flies on this shirt.
Mm.
So that's the shirt color.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Amy. Thank you for joining us, sweetie.
Does this look okay
Yeah,
with
that
the?
looks good.
Well, I know. I just wanted their opinion too.
Okay.
But
I'm
anyway,
gonna
yes.
do it for fun.
But no, you can take me down.
Okay.
I thought it was cool. I'm loving it. I'm actually really loving this project. I am. What am I making? I am making a frog, and he will be sitting in a chair wearing a pair of pants and a shirt.
And
And
headphones.
I'm going to put headphones on him. Yes. And I am like, and I figured out what I wanted to put in his hands, but that'll be a surprise. Um,
Oh, awesome, awesome.
I am super excited and super stoked over my character.
That's good.
I love him.
That's good.
He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I love this character. He's gonna have a game thing in his hands because
Right.
he's a game. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put a game thing in his hands. Um, I couldn't think of what you would call that, but like a portable little game thing.
Like a Nintendo.
Not a real, no. It's a portable version. Yeah, but it'll be really
Switch.
cool. Like a Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Not the controller, but the whole portable system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's so cool. So he'll be sitting in his chair. If I have time, I'm going to make an ottoman so he can prop his feet up while he's playing his portable game.
That will be good. Yes.
I would love that.
That
I'm in.
that with the time crunch coming up now, that would be a lot. That would be
I
much
like
more
that.
doable. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Heidi.
Hello, Heidi, sweetie. How are you doing today?
It
Hi,
is
Heidi.
way more doable, and I can either crochet the game system or I can purchase one
Yeah, like a
because it's
little
the
one.
perfect size.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. I'm sorry. I'm actually falling in love with this project. Um, I love my doll that I made last year, but this one I think is going to be better.
Well, because
Um,
I mean, it really is you. I mean,
yes,
not that you're a gamer, but it's a frog.
it's a frog.
Last year it was a little girl with a frog hat. Well, this
Frog.
one's an actual frog. So,
Well, and the whole thing is funny because I actually intended on making a rabbit
oh,
in the beginning, and our friend Leslie, actually showed me this frog pattern, and I had to do it. I couldn't
right.
not because
Yeah.
the whole pattern, you know, right here, my nickname is Froggy,
Hmm.
and the frog pattern's name is Froggy.
Oh, how cool.
I had
Hello,
to do it.
Jill. Thank you for joining us today, sweetheart.
Hey,
Good
Jill.
morning, Jill. How was
So,
work?
so I had to do it.
Well,
It's
yeah.
named after me. It has to be named after me because I'm way older than it. Way older than that pattern.
Well, I did
But
not work on anything yesterday after the family left and all we had was Ezra, our great grandson. I was just, I mean, of course, after I got off the live for Twisted Fiber Friends, I went in, we got supper all done, and um, I think I had gone too long in the afternoon without eating something. I didn't even drink a protein shake because all I'd had is breakfast that morning. And it was like 6:30 or so before we actually sat down to eat. So I had gotten too hot. I just, uh, you know, nothing sounded good. So I told everybody, y'all go in there and eat. I'm going to sit in here underneath the fan. And I was just wiped out the rest of the evening. I didn't even pick up. I just sat there and I can't even tell you what I watched on TV last night. I just didn't want to pick up anything or do nothing. Um, but yeah. So the
um,
title of my show today, it's a circus around here. My original topic, folks, was going to be the weather. Because just last week we were in the upper 80s, maybe lower 90s, and now all of a sudden the heat wave is here and it looks like it's going to stay. So, I mean, it one evening it might get down into the 60s and the next evening it doesn't even feel like it's getting out of the 80s. So, it's just been up and down and crazy and stuff like that. But no, it is a true circus around here this morning, folks, because not only do we have our great grandson, but we have three of his little friends with us this morning. So it is a true circus. It has been quite a while since I've had more than one or two littles in the house. But you get two little girls and two little boys all in the room at the same time. And oh my goodness, I forgot why I could no longer teach children's church.
Oh, I know why I can't teach it.
Four little voices going all at the same time. You know what? Yes.
and yes, Sarah, I will be bringing that up in a little bit. And Jill is asking how your bag's coming along, Carrie.
What?
How are your
Jill,
bags coming along?
Oh,
the bag you're making.
I'm on
Cool.
row 11 of 21. And this is inside out. It looks like yeah, but this is the handle. So
Hi,
it'll be
unique,
like
amazing
this.
stripes. It
Hello,
looks
amazing.
great. It looks great.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I cannot
Oh
even
yeah.
imagine, Dessandra, but you know what? I bet you wouldn't trade him.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm. And Sarah, I'll bring that up around time of the devotional. The pattern I'm using, this designer, I don't think used testers,
Oh no.
which I wanted to bring that up earlier. I don't think she used testers, and it definitely was not proofread
Hmm.
because, yeah, I wasn't very happy about that. I want to share with you guys something. And let me, you guys, let me know when you can see it.
We can see it.
Okay. And she's talking about the pants, and now you can make the calf of jeans. Now, what she's referring to is making a cuff at the bottom of the jeans.
Oh no.
And she doesn't
Evidently amazing.
she doesn't even tell us there's the cuff. She don't even tell you how to do it.
Oh no.
Nope, doesn't tell you how to do it.
Was this a paid pattern?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no, that's really bad.
See? Picture 12. Now you can make the calf of jeans. I'm like, calf of what? And I go to
Mm-hmm.
pick 12 and I see she's cuffed them. I said,
Yeah.
okay, cuff of jeans?
Around the jeans is what it should say. Around the jean leg,
Yeah,
actually.
but this is indicative of her entire pattern.
I'm so
And
sorry.
it's not just the pant. This is the pants and the shirt. It's not just this one. It's also the frog, and it was also the chair.
Oh goodness.
So I've had a lot of fun. So
Deciphering?
I have had a lot of fun deciphering, and I have done a lot of it on my own,
Right.
and made it my own because I couldn't necessarily decipher it.
Mm-hmm.
She tells you to make one pants leg so many stitches around, and the other pants leg 5 more stitches around. You can't do that.
No, you're gonna have a lopsided pair of pants.
So I'm like, you didn't have a proofreader, you didn't have an editor, and you definitely didn't have anybody testing it because
Mm-mm.
testers would have pointed these mistakes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot recommend these patterns to anyone.
Right.
Um, while I love them because I love the characters,
Right.
uh, I can't recommend them.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful. When it came to making the eyelids, I did that on my own. I basically did the same thing as the eyeball, but turned it backwards to cover the back of the eyeball.
Right.
Um, Very bad pattern writing. Hi, MJ.
Good morning, MJ. Thank you for being here with us today.
Good morning, Michelle.
Um,
Um,
Bill, how far are
I,
you on your bag?
yeah, I was very disappointed.
well, you know,
And they weren't cheap.
one of my mosaic patterns.
Hmm.
Now it's not as bad as that, but there's been just some little mistakes, like someone wrote a double crochet and it should have been a single crochet, or it'll tell you to repeat it 5 times and really it should be 6. So I don't know if it's a lot of copy and paste and not reading through it just right, but I've been making little notations so that when I finally get through all of the pattern, that I can email the
Yeah.
designer and say, this is what, um, these are the mistakes I found. This is, the row. This is what I did in place of what is written, that kind of thing. So that if she wishes to change her pattern, go back in and edit it and because it was a paid pattern, um, resubmit it for
Yeah.
her fellow future customers, then that's up to her. But
I am going to make notes and I am going to send them to her. I do not know if she will fix it or not. I have no
right,
idea. But
I
I
don't
was
either.
very disappointed. disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than Leslie, like she just put in the chat, bless her heart. She has this pattern and she didn't read through the whole thing. But which now I do read through my patterns.
I do
I have to,
too.
and I was disappointed from the get-go, but I still worked from it. But her pattern on the last page at the very bottom said this pattern in UK terms. It
That
would have
should have
been
been at the very top.
that would have been easy for me to miss being visually impaired. And I would have messed up my whole project.
Right.
That is something that belongs at the top in the notes section.
Yep.
And yet for her, I feel bad for her. She's
Right.
worked this whole thing up only to get to the bottom to see this is in UK terms. And now she's got to frog it and do it all over from the beginning. Bless her heart. That was horrible. You know, there was a part in this pattern when you were doing the eyeballs where it's in parentheses. It says HGC, comma, HGC, INC, close parentheses, times 4. And I'm going, okay, HGC, increase. That's not what it was. It was HGC, increase, and then HGC, increase. But that's not the way she wrote it.
Gotcha.
She wrote it sounded like 2 HGCs, then an increase. But no, it was 1 HGC increase. And I'm like, you really need help with writing patterns.
It sure sounds like it. Hey, MJ, she's been a member for 10 months. And yes, party at the Crochet House.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your support, sweetie.
Gotta make a member milestone for you.
Yes.
I need to.
Yeah.
I don't have one. Oh, we can play this. There we go.
Thank you, MJ. There you go. Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. 10 months is fantastic.
Yes. I appreciate your support.
You know, so I'm having to like rip it out and do it and rip it out and
yeah.
But I push through.
And you know, that just comes with practice, being willing to continue growing and being able to read the pattern and sometimes just intuitively say, well, that's not what they wrote, but I know what they meant.
Yeah. But that's also being an experienced crocheter.
Yeah.
If this was a newbie, they would have struggled and would have never finished the project and would have thrown the pattern away.
And very possibly have said, I'm not making another amigurumi. You know what I mean?
And that's what upsets me about it, which is why I will be contacting the designer. Because that I'm afraid that someone will take it and swear up and down that there'll never be another amigurumi. Look at you, Carrie.
I didn't realize that my membership had lapsed. I'm irritated.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart.
I'm irritated.
Other one. Well, here we go.
Well, you know, speaking of that, Carrie, I found, you know, I've been complaining all this time that every time I know that Granny D is coming up. Good morning, Trisha, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Good morning, Trisha.
I have to go and look up her channel so that I can pull up her lives. Well, the other day I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm going to go and figure out what's going on. At some point, not only had I become unsubscribed, like what happens every once in a while,
Mhm.
but my membership was gone. So I know this was just like last week when I finally sat down and said enough is enough. I think I did this on Wednesday. So after her live, I went on the hunt to figure out what was going on. And sure enough, that's what I found. So I had to go in and resubscribe and reactivate my membership. Because I don't pay attention to when I get an email saying, that you paid this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. It's like, yeah, I know, and I just delete them.
I
So
do.
now
I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, So now I'm going to have to start paying attention when I get those emails to make sure that those that I am members of, that I haven't lost somebody. Because that explains why the last few months, every time I wanted to find Granny D's live, I had to go and search for her. So.
Oh, yeah. And you're starting the envelope border on that mosaic blanket. How wonderful, Amy.
Oh, that's great, Amy. Boy,
It
she's
looked
flipping that
fantastic
puppy out.
Yeah, she showed it to us this morning. It looked fantastic.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Mara too, MJ? Yeah, not nice words would come out. Mm-hmm.
Yep. What happens?
Mm-hmm. I know, but it's just so frustrating.
Well,
And
I got
especially
frustrated.
if you're a member of that channel.
I got frustrated because it said my membership to Madonna's was paused, and I'm going, why is it paused? You took my money, but why is it paused? Well,
Right.
Madonna lost her memberships, and
Oh, no.
I'm not happy about that. So I've been running Madonna's videos, hoping that she gets her watch hours back. That's why.
Well,
She
I'm glad
must
you
have
know
lost her
that.
watch time.
I will start
So
running her channel as well so she can get her watch hours. We need to do
so
that. Yes.
anybody could run Madonna's videos. I'd appreciate that. Let's help
Yes.
her get her watch time back up.
Can you go find her link for us, please? And
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah,
get it dropped?
absolutely. Oh, let me mute this. All right.
That will be so helpful. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have a couple of minutes before the devotional. So, do you want to bring up
Yes,
about
I want to talk
firefighters?
about that. Yes, this is Madonna's channel link. So if you guys could run her playlist, it would be fantastic.
Yes,
All right.
thank you so much.
In Idaho, somebody lit a fire, and firemen were called, and the man sat over there and shot like a sniper.
Yeah,
The fire.
I know.
Yes, shot the fireman. Well, obviously they were taken to the hospital and stuff, but they did find the culprit.
Yeah,
He took his own life. So I'm glad that he's been dealt with. I think he took his own life. If I could be wrong, but that's done and that's taken care of. But we need to pray for the first responders
yes.
because they don't deserve to be picked off
Mm-mm.
like that just for doing their jobs.
No.
I think that's horrible.
Well, and another aspect of this that we don't always seem to think about is the family of this sniper. Because they're affected just as much as the families of the ones that were shot at.
Yes.
Because now they have to deal with what in the world was going through his mind, and the embarrassment, the stigma now that this is going to put on them.
Well, they have the loss of a loved
prayer
one.
with them as well.
They have the loss of the loved one.
Mm-hmm.
They have the stigma now of being a family member of that person.
That's right.
It's horrific all the way around.
So many lives.
When they belittle and talk horribly about serial killers, I'm not saying that they're good people. I'm not.
No.
What I'm saying is you need to be careful because of their family. their family doesn't know that they're doing this.
No.
And it's so horrific for them when they find out because they're like, oh my gosh, is it my fault? And the
Hmm.
family blames themselves.
Right. Like I said,
You
so
know,
many lives that are touched by just one person's decision to do something like this. It's
it's
just
just, it's
so
horrible.
awesome.
But yes, if you could pray for those firemen, that would be greatly appreciated.
That's right.
Yeah. Carrie, it's devotional time.
I was going to ask her if she was at a stopping place.
And Carrie, did you tell Maureen about the added advertisement at my stitch time yesterday?
I did not. I didn't tell Froggy or Maureen. She advertised the auction.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Bronte, you are a sweetheart.
And
Mwah.
You.
Thank you so
I'm gonna
much.
email Tracy from Crochet Rocks and see if she will do like a video or just
A little shout
any,
out.
yeah, just like, I mean, she shouted me out this morning on her live, which I totally didn't even expect, but
Oh,
um
and
see if
to,
she'll do like a short or something about the video. I mean, about the auction. um the thing about that I'm not, almost everything that we got is US only, but they're not going to have to pay the shipping because we decided how we were going to do the shipping.
Yes.
Um,
so
so
you'll need to check with some people and
yeah,
see
well,
shipping will be covered if they would change.
well,
We'll talk about it afterwards. Get
Exactly.
clarification again. Yeah.
reflecting God in our work. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. As believers, we are God's children. No one is perfect, and for this there is grace. However, we may be the only reflection of our Heavenly Father that some will ever see. Our attitudes and actions on the job speak volumes to those around us. Although it may be tempting to do just enough to get by, we put forth our best effort when we remember we represent God to the world. A Christian's character on the job should be a positive reflection of the Lord. Father, help me today to represent you well through my work. I want to reflect your love in all I do. Amen.
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 So I'm going to read the other ones later. I'm good with whoever wins. Okay, Michelle.
That's great, Michelle. Thank you so
I
much.
will, I'll go ahead and, well, we'll talk about it later.
We want to make sure that when we put that out there, that it's clear. We don't want any
Yes,
confusion. So, yeah.
exactly. Exactly. Definitely.
So,
But
what's
what's that?
everybody working on, or what will you be working on? Yeah, you and I, yep, telepathy
Well,
here.
mhm, that's exactly where we were going with it.
Yeah.
I'm working on a pair of granny panty thongs. Not really, but that's what it looks
Oh
like.
my.
You guys, I have to tell you, this is probably, I've seen it in action. Let me turn it around the right way.
Yeah.
Bless your heart, Carrie.
Isn't that pretty?
So it's
Very
because
stretchy.
of the post stitches, there's stretch, but it won't stretch. I mean, there's give, but it won't stretch.
Right, right.
Um, and I found this by pure accident. And the lady's name, her YouTube channel is um, flaw, like you have a flaw.
FLAW.
Flawsome, it's all one word. Crochet.
Say it again.
Flawsome Crochet. Her name is Marty, and if
Marty.
you look her up, it says
Oh, okay.
FLAWSOME. Flawsome Crochet with Marty. If you look her up, and this is a no-sew market bag, not market bag, project bag, and she's got a 6-inch one. And if you watch the video at the very beginning, she shows them in use. Um, I was just, I became a member of hers because of the bag.
Yeah, I love her. When you
And
said
she was
Marty, I
live
knew who you
yesterday,
were
and I
talking.
watched the live, and she's hilarious.
She's very down to earth. I mean, no nonsense, you know. So there you go, guys. There's Marty's link. If you don't know who she is, guys, I promise you, you just watch one of her videos and you're hooked. I'm just saying, you're hooked. She is so down to earth. There is nothing phony about her. She's just you can't watch one of her big videos and not come away without a smile. I just can't. You know, you just can't.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She really, really is.
So I just wanted to share that because, I mean, I don't know about any of you, but I am a project bag hoarder.
Oh yes,
And Katie, what's her name? Froggy Katie does
naughty knitting
bags.
sacks.
Huh?
Yeah.
Naughty knitting
Katie.
sacks.
Yeah. Katie from Naughty Knitting Sacks.
Naughty Knitting Sack, yes. I
Yes.
bought so many of her bags, and
I have to.
they're wonderful. Um, but this is
Yes,
we.
we do.
I
Yes,
thought
we
we
do.
all ordered project bags. I've
Okay.
got
I'm going to get her
I've
link.
got 2 tubs of empty project bags, you guys. That is a blessing in disguise because that means that there aren't any whips in those bags.
Yes, that is, isn't it?
Yes. Anyway, um, it's open. The only thing I see an issue with is having your notions in it. It's gonna have to be in a notions pouch,
Oh yeah,
which
most
is no
definitely.
big deal because I'm also a notion pouch.
I am a project bag notion pouch hoarder.
Yeah.
Me
If
too.
you want to shop over there at Katie's, make sure I'm spelling it. Okay.
If
My I'm I'm
she
gonna give it
also
to
does clean ones at
that's my coupon code to get you 15% off. So if you shop at Katie's, put in the code Froggy15 and you'll save 15% off. If it
That's
doesn't
right.
work, if it doesn't work, message Katie and say Froggy's code's not working.
There you go. That's right.
And she's gonna be like, uh-oh. Hey
Thank you
Suzanne.
so much, Suzanne, you sweetheart. I really appreciate your support.
That's awesome. Awesome, Suzanne. You are super sweet and I got it right here.
Amen, Leslie. She says we can always use another project bag because your project bag to yarn ratio is never equal.
no.
That's right.
And for everybody that knows me, I there for a while was the whip queen because I had more whips. 2 years ago in January, we counted my whips,
Yes,
and
we
I had
did.
like 115 or something like that, and Froggy won. I did a contest to see who could get the closest, And Froggy won that. Good morning, Amy T.
Good morning, sweet Amy T. How are you doing?
Amy?
What do you want?
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, Chaos.
No, it's
Hey.
Danger.
Oh, is that
Danger.
Danger? Okay.
Danger.
What do you want?
He's just checking to see if you got any yogurt around, Mama.
No.
Nope. He says it's time to put down your project. Give me attention. Oh, look at that.
I swear I got spam calls and they're robotic calls because you cancel the robotic call
I
and no
can't
sooner
see
do I
the
cancel
chat.
it, it calls right back.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra said, Kitty.
Says
Hi,
that's the
baby
point,
boy.
Mama. You're supposed to pay attention to
Hi,
me.
baby boy.
Look at him. Boy, he is all up in
I
her
know.
business.
I don't know why you're up in my grill.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
gonna
why,
pet
Mama.
you.
He says that wasn't enough.
I'm not gonna pet you. I
Oh,
want to crochet.
there you go. Make biscuits on her.
No, don't use your nails.
Oh, too late.
You want yogurt?
Love
Their
me,
nails
Mom.
are so long. I
Right.
have to cut them really bad.
Sandra says I have a ginger ninja as well.
Well, I have another one, and his name is Chaos, and he's twice his size, weight-wise. They're both part Maine Coon.
Mm-hmm. I keep telling her that he wants attention. It's either attention or yogurt because he keeps looking at her hands.
You guys, I eat Chobani Greek yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
This cat goes absolutely nuts.
Amy T says that she's making pickle plushies for her coworker for his birthday on the 5th and an individual that I care for at work whose birthday is tomorrow because they both love pickles.
Oh,
That's so sweet, Amy T. So what's the rest of you going to be working on today? And it doesn't have to be crochet. It could be something else. Like maybe cleaning the kitchen, doing laundry.
Go
I mean, I know those aren't pleasant things, but
Making pickle plushies for my coworker for his birthday on the 5th and an individual that I care for at work whose birthday is tomorrow. They love pickles.
you were concentrating so hard on something that you didn't hear me read that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm laughing to myself. No, I'm helping a dear friend who's going through
Okay.
rough time right
Okay.
now. I'm sorry.
No.
And I apologize for reading something and it was already read.
Oh, that's all right. I was just teasing you. Suzanne says that she's working on a mesh summer top in pink. Oh, is it for you?
Is it for you or one of the girls?
I like the fact that it's in pink because I don't work in pink. Amy T says, Carrie, my total sales yesterday were $89. Better than Saturday, which was only $8. Oh my goodness, sweetie.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you did $89 worth of sales, sweetie.
Yes. Because I put you almost at 100. So that's great. Every little bit helps, doesn't it, sweetie?
It paid for your table for both days.
That's right. And sometimes
I know
it's breaking
$8 didn't cover her table.
Not your best market, that's for sure. Well, sweetheart, it's the summertime, you know.
You're working on not winning Hobie. You're playing bingo today. Awesome, Trish.
Yeah.
You know, I totally forgot about it.
I
Oh,
do have
Amy
to make a quick
says,
announcement. I was going to do bingo at 8 o'clock, and I have a spa appointment at 9:30 tomorrow. So I was going to move it to 6:30, but I'm going to leave it at 8, and we're going to play speed bingo for 10 games. Just to
whoa,
get them. And I got to draw the names for the Tuesday winners. And I'm doing that first. So be there. If your name is called, you have to be there.
that's right. Be there or be
Um,
square.
at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's what, 11 Eastern?
And 10 Central, yes.
Um,
MJ says, sweet.
tomorrow?
Yes,
I
tomorrow's
thought
Tuesday.
I thought you were going live at 6:30.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going live. Now, Maureen, are you going to be there?
I'm going to say yes at the moment. That's all
Well,
I
then
can
you need
say.
to come too, just in case Maureen doesn't make it.
I'll be available if she doesn't make it. You just gotta,
Okay.
just shout.
Yeah, bingo
But
is,
maybe summer markets aren't the best time for markets. Yeah,
Yeah,
fall and winter are the best.
that's right. Fall and winter. And
mm-hmm.
I find February and March are also good because February, like any that you can get in late January, early February, especially if it's all Valentine themed stuff that you have.
Gosh,
And
yeah.
then, and also if you can already have Easter stuff done, like little bunnies and baskets and little bags that parents can buy to give for Valentine cards, hold in with a little candy or something like that. I mean, yeah, those went big.
And look for conventions because a lot of times you can do well at conventions,
Oh, that's right.
especially if you make items themed for that convention. So look for conventions.
Hmm. We, when I was still teaching in the summertime, we had one huge vendor sale, and we had a couple of arts and craft type folks show up, and they were there like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we had folks that were crocheters and knitters and pottery. Um, and they all brought small items because number one, being teachers, they knew we were poor. And the second thing is that we all loved going ahead and purchasing our Secret Santa gifts. We loved, especially elementary teachers. They're always looking for little things like to give it Valentine's Day for their kiddos. I always gave out something to my kiddos that put their birthdays up on my calendar that I had set up each month. And they're not really big things, maybe just a little card holder. And I'd stick a $5 card in it for them to be able to go down and get a slushie or something. But yeah, those months. And right before school starting, like if you can hit one that's late July, early
Hi,
August,
Jesse.
yes. Hello,
Hey, Jess.
Jesse.
Leslie,
How
what
are
are you
you?
unpacking?
I did housework and unpacking for most of the day yesterday. My body is not happy with me today. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. You're still unpacking, Leslie? Good criminies. Oh, that's right. You still have boxes in your garage, don't you?
Oh, from the move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. More boxes from the move. Bless your
Yep.
heart.
Well, I
Yeah,
hope
but
Dwayne
you
noticed.
wanted that place so bad.
I'm glad she's got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't have done that much work at once, honey. You should have taken frequent breaks.
Oh,
And
Amy
now
T.
you have to rest.
That's right. Amy T said, I just go now because my husband wants to do all these markets every weekend to sell his comics. Oh, and he needs
Cool.
someone with him because he always has to go to the bathroom. His daughter goes if I can't. Well, that's great, Amy T. That's awesome that y'all can do this together.
Well, think chains purses. Those do
Yes.
really well. You can buy the snap clips, the clasp
Yeah.
opening, and crochet it right to it. Uh, And then pencil cases, you can either do like a fold over flap or you can sew in a zipper, because those will do really good right before school.
Oh yeah.
Sunglass cases that you just slip your glasses into, absolutely. The softer the yarn, the better it is.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that can be done very inexpensively,
Mm-hmm.
that you don't have to sell for a lot of money, and people just, oh yeah, I need that.
Match
I
them
need
up.
that.
And it also also helps to cut down on your leftover
Scraps.
yarn.
Yep.
Scraps. Thank you.
Scraps for the, I mean, seriously, this is going to sound so silly, but I love this. And I got to tell you what it is. I'm going to make myself big.
I was going to say, there you go.
This is made out of fabric, but you can crochet one too. All right. I'm going to cover my face. Okay. This is made out of fabric. You can crochet one. And I know it seems silly. You could put any kind of hook on it, even one that has like the pull down hook, so you could clip it to your bag, or just do like a key ring. But it's got chapstick in
Yes,
it.
Laura. How are you doing, sweetie? Chapstick covers for school.
Hey, Laura, I use this for my project bags because I don't want this to come uncovered in my project bag and get all over my yarn.
No.
But if you don't have a chapstick to measure it, maybe you have a lighter to measure it. It holds a lighter too. Look at that.
That's so cool.
So it'll hold a lighter, or it will hold a chapstick. Now I put the chapstick in upside down. That way I know it won't come out, and it keeps me from getting chapstick all over my yarn in my
Yes.
bag. And that's the whole reason for it. Now I do prefer the clip. That way I can clip it on the zipper inside of my project bag, or
Mm-hmm.
on the handle of my project bag.
Yep.
But these are very inexpensive to make. They're very small, and you can make a bunch of them, and people would love it.
Yes,
You could
they
even
would.
buy chopsticks or cheap lip balms and stick them in them and sell them. People would love those. They were selling those at the last convention I went to.
Oh, there you go. Yes. MJ says Crafty Concept has a crochet one free on her website. I've made many to hold essential oils and Aldi quarters. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
go, Mimi T. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you can get a big thing of lip balm right off of Amazon if you want to, or even off of Temu.
That's right.
Depends on where you want to get it from. I have to be picky because I can't use lip balm that has coconut oil in it,
Right.
which is why I use chapstick.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use Burt's Bees. But yeah, and it's great for quarters for Aldi. There you
That's
go.
right.
But there's so
Thought
many
about
things
that.
that you can do with it. It's amazing. And it's something so small and simple. I love these things. I gotta have a dozen of them. I mean, I want them for all my bags. So that's just something simple right there that people would go crazy over. One to hold quarters, not just for Aldi, but for those that go to the laundromat.
Right.
There's another one. So gives you an idea. Maybe make one of those slip things that you would put a gift card in, for somebody to hold their cards and put a key ring on it so that they can put it on their keys, and then they've got their bank card with them when they go to the store. Or like my laundromat's doing, you have to get a laundry card in
Yep.
order to use the machines.
Yep.
So they can put their laundry card in it and it's hooked on their key ring.
Yep.
Thing to do. Key rings don't cost a lot. You can get a whole bunch of them for a couple dollars.
I was going to say, yeah.
I know I'm telling y'all this. Why? Because I don't do tables anymore. I just don't. So it's just an idea, giving you guys some ideas of inexpensive things that you can make quickly and that
Yep.
don't
Can
cost
use
much.
up your scrap yarns.
Yes, very good for scrap yarns.
Oh,
Yes. And we have bingo tomorrow over at Carrie's, and that'll be at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and
9
8,
Mountain, 8 Pacific.
8 Pacific. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will be on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Not a clue the other time. um, 7 a.m.
7 Pacific,
7 Pacific.
because I'll
And
be on at 8.
Carrie will be on right after me. So we will go from my house to Carrie's, and it'll be linked, and you'll just stay where I'm on my channel, and it'll go right straight to Carrie's channel. So, yeah,
That'll be
yes. And we will
great.
talk about whips.
And yeah, it's all about whips on Wednesday, huh?
Yes,
Don't
whips Wednesday.
forget, my giveaway for the month of June ends today at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you haven't gone over to look to see what kind of goodies I have for you this month, make sure you do it before 5 o'clock because I will be cutting it off. And then after
5
that, I
Central.
will be 5 Central. And
Okay.
after that, I will be drawing the winner for the month. Well,
Yep.
folks, I know we have just a few minutes. Laura says when I was doing stage musicals, I had to use Cardmac lip
Carmex.
balm because the air was so dry. My goodness,
Oh,
sweetie, I haven't
bless
even
your
heard of that
heart.
one.
Carmex?
Oh,
Carmex.
Carmax. Okay.
Carmex. Yeah.
Okay.
She's talking about Carmex. I know
Okay.
Carmex. Yeah.
Well, I know what Carmax is too. It's just the
Yeah.
spelling for me.
It's okay. It
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
it is. Well, I'm going to start us off and say, stay safe, be kind to one another, and happy yarning. I love you guys.
Carrie?
And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you once again, folks, so much for being here. You know, you always start our week out whenever you come and sit and chat with us for just a little bit. Those of you that have been lurking, thank you so much, even if you didn't let us know that you were listening. But please remember, each and every one of you, if you didn't hit your thumb on the way in, be sure and hit it on the way out because it helps that silly old YouTube algorithm. Thank you again. And always remember, every day, be the light out there in the darkness for someone because you never know, could be your light they're waiting to see. Love you guys. Bye.
Guys.